Today we are training in, you can say B1 or do you say something else? Because I've heard both.
Banous.
Banous, AKA the Gold's Gym of the Middle East here. We're training today with the most tan English person in the entire world, Mr. Mike. Mike, you've been killing it on everything lately. Like I'm just seeing everyone, I landed here in Dubai, people are like, you gotta train with Mike. So I feel like you're the new unofficial mayor.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna call you Chic Mike. I don't know if I can say that.
I feel like I had a head start because I came out here end of 2019.
Smart.
Before COVID, before it was like a cool place to be. It was always a cool place to be. But yeah, I feel like this is my home now. When people come to Dubai, they think, oh, like this.
I like that.
Maybe I'll run into Mike at some point.
I will say, I've been impressed with Dubai just on like the scale of it. Being close to Vegas, like in America, everyone like, you know, thinks Vegas is bigger, better. You come to Dubai and it just shits on Vegas. Yeah. Excuse my French, but honestly, it's just everything in Dubai is like, everyone here has got a supercar.
Yeah, it's trying to be bigger, better, in your face, fancier.
So, supercars everywhere. I don't know if they're owned or rent. Is it something when you came out here, like, I gotta get a supercar?
Yeah, I was tempted to, but I couldn't really afford one. The thing, if you're trying to compete with having the best car, you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose
because there's always gonna be someone with more money than you.
That's the thing in Dubai here. I was reading up. There's like 53,000 millionaires here.
Yeah,
18 billionaires. So yeah, you can flex as hard as you want. There's gonna be someone flexing a lot harder here. We passed a car the other day. It was like a $3 million Bugatti. But then someone was saying to Alec that the license plate, in order to buy that license plate, the license plate's like 5 million because it was closer
it's
to
like a single digit or double digits, man.
It's insane.
And the thing is, like, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, they're common.
They're like, a G-Wagon's a Honda Civic.
Yeah. Back home it would be like, oh shit, like, now it's just normal.
Which is why, of course, we're rolling in the Chevy because like that stands out. That stands out on the road. So, what do you have here driving?
I've got the Jaguar F-Type convertible.
Hey,
so it's a nice nippy car, that one.
I like it too because it's English, right? Like,
it's English, and I've not seen too many of them.
Staying true to his roots. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, what do we got today? We got arm session.
Arms.
Welcome to the vlog. I need to go lay in a tanning bed first real quick for about
no.
For about 3 years.
Don't put a nice filler on you.
But I feel like also you're like every time I turn on my Instagram, I'm like, damn, Mike's at the top of this building. Mike's like, you do like you're seeing and doing Dubai.
So
right?
Basically, like as soon as there's like a new rooftop pool,
yes,
I'm gonna be there.
That's what I noticed.
I need to check it out.
You were just at the Palm at the observatory, right?
Yeah,
up there. That was cool.
Palm Observatory, the JBR new address resort.
Yeah.
7th floor.
That's where we want to have dinner this evening over because it's the highest infinity pool in the world. They were saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Dubai is insane.
Like, but the thing is, though, every week there's a new hotel opening.
Yeah.
And it's usually a skyscraper, and they usually put a pool on the top of it. So obviously, I'm going to be there. Like, I like to.
I like it. The guy, he trains hard. You obviously you eat well. You're ripped, tan, good-looking guy from English. Got the accent. Which leads me to my next question: how are the ladies treating you out here?
It's going very well.
It's doing okay.
If anything, it's like it's a little bit too much. Like, I love it. It can be very distracting. See, that's like sometimes having a girlfriend is beneficial because you kind of keep your head down.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I haven't even noticed the girls here in Dubai because Morgan's just been the whole time. So
you haven't seen her for 8 months or
10 months, yeah. So Morgan and I, the reason I'm here is because Morgan and I, she's in Australia. They're in lockdown, like no getting in, no matter what. She tried to get to the U.S. She got to L.A. They detained her, put her on a plane, and sent her back. So it's been a shitstorm. Yeah. So we're like, hey, Dubai's open, and Mike's making it look good. So let's go.
I should be getting paid.
You should.
From the government.
Hey, Dubai tourists, hit your boy Mike up. Make sure the guy gets paid for it, because he's the reason we're here. So, all right, arm day.
Okay, so we're going to start off with some curls on an incline, and then we'll do skull crushes as well. So we're going to do...
Just get a nasty pump. That's what we're doing in this bodybuilding gym. You come in, you train arms, you just get a sick pump. Pounds here too? start off with these two exercises. We got incline dumbbell curls, and then we got our incline skull crushers here. Back and forth supersetting, spinning about 90 seconds after you're done with the superset. Good set. I like it. Extending the set there. Went from incline dumbbell curls where you can't cheat. Stand up, give it a little couple cheat curls.
Just a little bit.
Last year was the hardest year for me training ever.
The lockdown was pretty hardcore.
Was it?
We weren't allowed to leave the house.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh shit. How long did that last for?
That was about 2 months.
Damn.
Well, it got really intense for about 6 weeks. So even for me, I got like pretty chubby.
Oh.
And I got pale as well. It was good.
Pale chubby Mike. You guys never saw him on Instagram.
Yeah, that was a dark time there.
No, that was my whole 2020. I felt like very pale, very chubby.
Hating on me, don't stop. Only help a real cause. Hood legend on some pop.
What? 11
Until I'm living
I
large.
love the fact that Mike's got his whoop on right now.
Yours is looking really clean. Why am I so dirty?
No, I feel like was yours black or was that a gray? That was a gray, right?
It was a black one.
Was it? What's your diet? Like,
It's just clean. I don't cheat.
that's what I was wondering. I was like, because here,
if I have something sweet, it's game over.
Really?
I can't stop. I usually just have an omelette in the morning, salmon and rice, protein shake, and then usually on the evening I eat out or get takeaway.
Yeah, but
you can eat really clean and be satisfied.
there's every restaurant. I was saying this, like Dubai. I worked at Texas Roadhouse growing up. There's Texas Roadhouse here, P.F. Chang's, Cheesecake Factory. I have tried to keep it somewhat simple, but my girlfriend, she can eat whatever she wants. So she just eats whatever, and I'm there like, okay, I'm gonna have a bite. Okay, I'm gonna have another bite. All right, we got one here. This is great for bicep peak. And honestly, Mike's bicep right now would be the highest point in England. England doesn't have a lot of high points.
What are you trying to say?
I think, well, when I say high points, I mean elevation-wise. Mike's bicep peak, though, look at that thing. Nice. I don't think it got heavy.
I got heavy quick now. Yeah, that might be a little bit too heavy.
Moving like I live in it. Never call them back. Bet you that they still with it. You ain't gotta like it. Nah, you just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing. Look at what we did with it. In a
And it's
foreign
crazy
city.
too, like I was talking to him about like how his YouTube took off. Like he was doing the same thing. Like he was a teacher and he was making YouTube videos and they weren't getting views, and then it was like it just happened for him, and like
He'd made hundreds of videos.
Yes.
Kind of like, and it just went boom.
it's so crazy. And obviously Matt's got a great physique too, so it's like it's good when you finally see that happen for people like that, because I feel like he's too good not to.
When I first met him, I think he had about 33,000 Instagram followers, and his YouTube was on like 20K.
Really? That's crazy.
And you know what it is as well? He was just incredibly consistent.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
And he edits all of them. That was what I was really. We're just gassing you up here, Matt. But I was really impressed with like the way he edits. He shoots and edits all in the same day. Yeah. Really impressive. I've never edited a thing in my life.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it, I'm today's trying to top
I'm not
it.
gonna lie, I woke up this morning, I'm like, I got a decent tan. I'm gonna show up and be able to, nope. So,
That's my natural color right there.
oh, okay.
So it is, I am.
Mike, my girlfriend's in here and he's, hey, our girlfriends are watching this, Mike.
I'll go put a t-shirt.
Third set on here, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, lighten the weight, and 1 1/4 reps. So we're gonna really focus on, at the end, the concentration, the squeeze. So 1 rep, back a quarter, squeeze at the top, and back down. So that's why we need to lighten it up. Essentially, we're doing almost 1.5 reps. So this one will blow up the biceps.
And if I do, I be real with them.
Boom, right now, you just put your biceps onto the screen. You guys will get some growth through Mike's, just through osmosis. It will happen.
I'm ready, I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them flow. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking slow. I hold it down, I got my own, keeping it close, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, what you fancy, ayy, can't walk past me, ayy, right up your alley.
Kelly Clarkson.
I gotta play it safe.
Yes.
Crikey, mate. My arm's done blown up.
Who was the craziest person you trained with? Like, just had mad intensity.
Probably Michael Heron.
Oh,
Yeah, Michael Heron is his intensity. Back in the day, we did a chest workout, and I will say, like, Mike's intensity. And then Flex Lewis and Neil.
Yeah.
Like, I trained with them a couple times, and they push it to like just drop sets and things like that. So Hafthor Bjornsson too. So we trained in Sweden. My back has never been the same. We were doing Atlas stones.
Yeah.
I knew of him, but so we're like, oh yeah, let's just train right off the get-go. PR and just back squat, and like then we did yoke carry, and like I went to the restaurant afterwards and I couldn't stand up. I was like in my back ever since.
I did that. The Atlas stones are like burst a blood vessel on my quad because I just like slammed them.
Really? Did your forearms get all tore up too?
Yeah. They were all like, I had like a scab for about a month.
No, those guys are next level. I will say, like, I got no desire to be a
I
strong
was
man.
like, yeah, this is not for me.
We'll leave it to the guys that are 6'10" and 500 pounds. Glad came to Dubai, waited to come to Dubai until I had a serious girlfriend. Because if I would have came single and hung out with Mike, we probably would have got kicked out of Dubai. No joke. It would have been bad.
It would have been a dangerous wingman.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would have been. English and American in Dubai. It's a bad joke waiting to happen.
Definitely a spoiled choice.
I'll have to edit that to not sound like assholes, but hey. How often are you getting your hair cut here in Dubai?
That looks fresh.
Once every 3 days. Once
No,
every
4 days.
Once every 4 days. I love how he says this. He goes, once every 3 days. I'm just kidding. Once every 4. I don't want to sound ridiculous here. No one believe me. Once every 4.
I would say, oh, I must get a trim. They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You have no hair. I'm like, yeah. If you appreciate a good fade, then you understand.
And that's in England, a lot of great fades.
Yeah.
I, for the longest time, tried the high fade. I just have a really fat head. You need to know your head shape before you go try pulling off the mic there. I can't do it because I need to keep my head more like this, whereas his head is very...
You see, if I grew my hair, it wouldn't
do that.
My hair's curly.
Who wants to see Mike Thurston look like Justin Timberlake in here? Who's a physique that like, okay, you're like, I like the guys.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
this was when I was just getting started. Lazar Angelov.
Oh yeah.
I was like, he's got a sick.
What happened to him, man?
He got injured badly a couple of times.
Because he was an Eastern European guy that like, don't think he spoke a lick of English, but like, he always had the most insane abs. His abs were always the
Like
best.
the most perfect
Symmetrical,
abs.
yeah. Isn't it funny that I'm sure you remember the Cut and Jack days?
Yeah.
Simply Shredded?
Yeah,
Cut
yeah,
and Jack, Simply Shredded was the one where...
If you got onto the Simply Shredded website, that was like
Yes.
a big thing.
I feel bad I'm blanking his name. Chinese guy from the States, he had the tattoo.
Oh, was that the one with the
Yes.
picture like that?
He always had that. He was on Simply Shredded, and he just said, yeah, if you made it on Simply Shredded, that was the goal.
Yeah.
That was like where all the, what was before Instagram. Simply Shredded, it gave people's workouts. Them and bodybuilding.com were like the place to be. But
Yeah, you were all over bodybuilding.
oh yeah, they're in my hometown. So like I got done playing college football, and they were just exploding onto the scene. So I would just donate my time. I'd be like, oh, you guys have a new T-shirt? Yeah. Like, don't pay me. I'll just come in and shoot it. And then I won their spokesmodel search, and that's kind of what started me off. But this is being in the right place at the right time.
You've been doing YouTube for like so long now. Do you find it hard to like stay motivated?
I find it hard to just to create content. It's one of those things that's like
done everything.
how many workouts can you do? Which is why collabs are always fun because it's almost like a mini podcast. Like we'll bullshit, we'll talk about a lot of fun things, and we're getting a good workout at the same time. But like I just feel like now, like how many different ways can you train your biceps? And it's like so it's fun, and that's where it's like the vlogs are also like Matt. And when you guys do fun vlogs, it's a whole nother avenue that it opens up to. You almost don't have to sit there and be like, okay, what am I going to do today? It's like, okay, I'm putting a gym into my house. We're going to take people on that journey. As long as you're a good storyteller, which obviously Matt's really good at it, I think that, you know, you always have cool content. So like with Morgan, when we do content together, people love it because it's just so natural. But it's hard. Like, how many different times can you train your biceps?
That's my channel grew from doing all the tutorial stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I've done like 6 videos on how to build your chest.
Yeah.
Like, what more do I need to say?
I know it. Just
And
keep on saying it. I
Now
think.
there's more and more people on YouTube.
True. It's so saturated. And I think that's where, like, but you have a good personality. People follow you because it's also fun to watch. But also you got to remember, everyone who's new to your channel, like I was told this, like you just keep on saying the same things. And like, you look at Jeff Cavalier, Athlete X, like he does the same types of videos over and over and over and over and over again because it's the same, like you always have new eyeballs on your channel, but it's tough. It's one of those things that it's like, and like you said, I look at people on Instagram and YouTube and I'm like, oh, I could do that, but I already did it 4 times. It's like, so it's one of those things. It's like, that's why traveling is always fun and collaborating is always fun. Because when you're excited to hang out with someone or to film in a new place, they feel that.
Yeah,
in your
you've
video.
got the energy. So, should we drop set this one?
Okay. 1, 2. That's 2. This is a double set. That's a double set. Come on. Solo 3 next time. Come on. Good. Good. Good set. Good. Come on. Any injuries have you ever had to deal with?
One time from arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling, stupid. Yeah.
I
see it in here a lot, actually. In this gym, people arm wrestle, right?
Larry's bringing everyone here. But I was in Austria, après ski, and I was in one part of the bar, there was another group of people, and I was with all my dad and his friends. Everyone was arm wrestling in the corner. And then the guy looked at me because he saw I was big, and he was like pointing at me. Then all my dad and his friends were like, go on, go on. And I was like, all right then. So then I did it, and this guy ended up being like really strong, so I was like struggling, and obviously I have no technique when it comes to arm wrestling, so it was just like pure strain on my elbow. Managed to do him, but
you did?
Yeah, but it was not pretty. And then again, obviously the next day I was like jacked up. And then I couldn't do bicep curls for about a month.
Wrestling, you guys out there, it's not worth it. David Lade and I would arm wrestle. Like every time we met with Gymshark, he was big into arm wrestling. Same thing. Couldn't do it after we got done. Like couldn't straighten out my arm. And after that, I'm just like, okay, no more arm wrestling. The ultimate macho thing. Like growing up, it's like, you want to arm wrestle to see who's stronger? If you could best someone in arm wrestling, it's like, oh. It's like asking someone what they bench. It's like those two things. Like, hey, what do you bench? You want to arm wrestle? Come on. Last set here?
Yeah. Last one.
Yes. Absolutely smoked. Woo! Good arm workout. Let's do a little, yep. Can't touch the shoulders. How yours look? How's it flexing? Yeah, no. That's great. Well, get out. I'm like, you could step on stage like in 2 weeks. Really could if you want. Let's find a show. Throw some baby lotion on. Doesn't even need a spray tan. That's the part about competing I hated the most. Was the spray tan. It never took to my skin well. All right, we got one more thing. We were doing a little post-grip push-ups. You know, a little patty kick action just to finish it off. Just a little friendly competition to blow up the triceps a little bit more. It's gonna be ugly. Just a bloodbath. Brought to you by Whoop here. Use my shameless plug. Use my link in the description. Do you have a link in the description? Here we go. You go left hand first.
Hey, watch me isolate. Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on bombers. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost for stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping.
5 more. Come on. Boom. 3 more. Last one. Good set. That was good. That got me more anterior delt than I thought.
Sorry, I didn't press record.
I'm just kidding. The classic camera guy joke. We're gonna fire off some questions. Adidas or Nike? Nike. One pair of shoes out for a nice dinner, sneaker-wise, what do you wear?
Galuti.
What are those? I gotta look these up. Leave it to Mike to find some crazy ass shoe here in Dubai. I'm getting schooled in some shoes here, I like it. Oh, classy. It looks like a Stan Smith with the price tag that's a little bit more expensive than Stan Smith. If you're gonna set up the perfect date in Dubai, where are you going here? Oh. All these guys out there, you guys, I know a lot of you guys are asking me, Steve, I wanna go to Dubai, where should I go? We're getting inside information here right now.
So it's very important there's a view. There needs to be a view.
Yeah.
Nice restaurant, not somewhere that's just like overly fancy where everyone goes just to take a picture. Somewhere that's a little bit more subtle.
A little bit more intimate.
Yeah, I like rooftop vibes. Yep. Somewhere higher. So maybe Balearic is good.
Okay.
That's a good spot. Zeta is good. Koya.
Koya. I've heard about Koya.
Koya's
okay.
good, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to go take Morgan to Koya tonight. Last question, you're getting a supercar here in Dubai. What are you going with?
The Aventador is a cool car. I feel like at some point, I just need to have it for a bit.
So you're a Lambo guy, not a Ferrari guy?
Yeah, Lambo.
Okay. And at the end of the day, I'm a Ferrari guy. But that's what I love. You got a Lambo and a Ferrari training together, hanging out.
Yeah.
But here's the real deal. Any tattoos?
No, none.
You know why that is? You wouldn't put a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini.
Yep.
Good training with you, my man.
Yeah, man, absolute pleasure.
All right, guys, you guys know the deal. If you want to check out more on Mike's channel, which I know you guys do, I'm going to link his in the bio, and then also both Team Whoop here, so check that out.
Yes, yes.